There. This is the rape room that you were talking about, Sarah.
Yeah, that there.
Ready, Ralph?
Is that Rolf's
Her name
bed?
is apparently Sarah. John just told us that he did the research that she was actually killed after being raped in this room.
Really?
Um,
And right there is where Ralph slept last night.
Ralph slept in the bed last night.
That's the
And woke up and woke. So we're gonna go upstairs. The
Second floor.
second floor.
We went up.
As I'm sure you can tell just by the outside of it, this is parallel. So there's two doors on each side, two wings on each side. They're exactly the same. This room right here used to have a table with a puzzle on it, so we've been calling it the old puzzle room. The first time we were here, we had a couple different experiences happen here. Cindy took a photo and it looked like there was a pair of legs in the photo that were unaccounted for. Joe saw a shadow, looked like he walked up past this doorway when Joe was standing out in the hallway. And also Ralph was filming down this way and it looked like there was a pair of glowing eyes. This is room 200. This is the room where the owner, her boyfriend, was sleeping in this bed here and was on the phone with her and apparently she was asking, is anything happening right now? And he was like, no. And then he was like, well, actually something's touching my foot. And he had his dog with him and the dog started growling and barking as if something was there disturbing them. This is also the room last night where Emil slept. And you can see on the video he's laying and it looks like his foot gets kind of moved like that. And it wakes him up and he said that he felt like the bed was actually shaking. So we're kind of undecided as to what that was. Oh. And right here, this is where a couple of people have seen what looks like a woman, an older woman with long gray hair and a long white kind of nightgown, like a long sleeve nightgown. And it's said she's been seen about right here and she's walking, trying to be on camera, walking up, and as she's about to take the step, she'll disappear. So, down this hall here, there's pretty much the same layout as over there. I don't know of any claims.
The window. The window.
Oh yeah, we can go in there.
Yeah, shut that off.
We have a camera set up.
Yeah, watch the cord
Watch
here.
the cords here. We have our DVR camera set up down here back to back. One's shooting down the hall, one's shooting in this room. Which this room, there's been a couple people that have seen an apparition from outside. If they take a picture, or I guess you could see it with your own eyes, they'll see an apparition in this window. It's kind of shorter. It looks like either a small person or maybe a child.
And actually, these pictures are downstairs. She has a book with the picture
Of the person in the
it
window.
looks like a little kid in the window.
And she said another person took a picture and got almost the same face in the window, but it looks like the face is wearing a hat. So, could be that hat that's on the dresser, could not be, who knows. So then, all that's upstairs from here is the attic. Oh, downstairs we did not go into the pool room, but there, directly below us at the end of the hall, there's a billiard, table and
In the suicide room.
the suicide. We should just
So let's go
let's go down there.
down there and we gotta go to the basement too.
So this is obviously where the pool table is at. I'll wait for John to get down here. So here they'll hear people, kind of sounds like pool table, like just noises like that, pool balls getting hit, and I guess this was kind of like a recreational room, so there's activity in here that's kind of based around that. So we did a little experiment yesterday where we kind of just hung out in here and played pool and just kind of tried to have fun to see if that could stir up any of the activity. And then down here is the suicide room. Hi. I know.
Doing.
in this room here, this used to be actually a residence room, and it did get converted into kind of like a broom, like mop closet. Apparently, the man that lived here had lived with his mom his whole life, and his mother passed away, and none of his family members knew what to do with him because I think there was something wrong with him. Maybe he was slow or something where he couldn't take care of himself. So he lived here, and he always said he was going to die here. He said, isn't that what she said? That
I'm leaving. He said,
I'm leaving. Yeah, he was always saying,
Kept
I'm
telling
leaving.
people he's leaving. Sounds good.
So he said that he wanted to leave here. And it's actually a confirmed death that one of the workers it was a janitor that used to work here, came to check on him, and he had hung himself apparently by the door handle, which we've been trying to kind of figure out how that's possible. You have to be pretty determined.
Is he a midget?
Was he a midget? No.
No, I don't
We're
know.
thinking that maybe he kind of like laid, like if he was laying like this and just hung himself that way, but we don't know. This is where I had my experience last night.
Yeah, this is where Madeline sat.
I was sitting in this
blindfolded.
chair, blindfolded, and I had some cameras and audio recorder going, and it sounded just like this, right next to me.
Oh, man.
And I don't know what that was.
The handle height.
That was the kitchen, yeah.
Kitchen. This was the dining room, and this is where.
This small?
It is kind of small for a dining room for the size of this
In the
building.
video, they claim that from the end of the counter here to there, a lot of things move around and stuff, shadows and stuff, in the video.
The owner told us that a team here, before they had even got everything set up, that a plate flew across the room and broke. So if you see this box we have set up over here, this is a motion detector, or motion camera,
Okay.
like a trail cam. And I have it set up on trying to hopefully catch this tray where I put some dishes. So once again, it was the owner's boyfriend.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened to him.
To him, yeah.
He has seen both the
Um,
apparitions.
What he did is, he came in here to work on the bathroom, and then when he was leaving, he kicked what was like a rubber banana that the dog that he has carries around like a dog toy. And he was like, well, that's weird because that definitely wasn't there when we walked in, and now it's right in the middle of the doorway. I think I would have seen that.
Mhm.
But he was just like, well, whatever.
And the dog wasn't there that day.
The dog was also, yeah, not there. So then he goes from here, he walks around, he walks through here, and comes into this second kind of kitchen dining area here. And he said he turned and looked into this corner and saw what looked like the most real full body apparition that he actually thought he was going to have to fight somebody because he was supposed to be the only one here. And here is a man, he said a tall man with a beard and a hat, kind of like a cowboy hat, and a long old style trench coat standing right there in that corner. So he got like, why is somebody else here? And the guy disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
So this leads right back through. There's the kitchen right there. You go back here, the boiler room is back here. I mean, there's tons of rooms off of this basement.
Well, there was a padded room too.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere we missed.
Padded cell.
Yeah, so a boiler room.
It's by that bathroom.
That's right. I think this was, were you there when he was talking about
How creepy this
the
is?
creepy room? I thought that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, the storage room back here, yeah.
Yeah.
We actually had someone who came by, and we've had two people
Yeah,
actually
we've
come
had
by and talk to
People
us.
are really interested in this place,
Yeah.
and they like to talk about
They like to
it.
talk. So he came by and he said he did some electrical work in the building, and he didn't have any, paranormal stories or anything like that to share. But he said that when he was doing his work, he always felt really creeped out in this room.
Yeah.
So could definitely be some sort of hot spot. So we should investigate in this
Mhm.
area at least
We should.
tonight. So I think that's all the claims I can remember. I'm obviously not the Edinburgh Manor official tour guide,
Right.
so I hope I told everything
Pretty good, really.
to the
Yeah, he did a good job.
to the. This is now the second day that I've been here, and I'm still very easily getting lost.
Especially
so
down in this basement.
this basement for sure.
Yeah.
about time to get the show on the road. It's almost dark out. Hopefully it's a good investigation.